That's just not true.
What?
That ion looks so
wrong.
You can't do that.
Welcome to Talks to Trev, episode...
Whatever the fucking episode it is.
Number.
We probably start at 0 at this point.
Yeah, this is season 3, so we're back. The table moved again. Someday we'll be happy with where it is. So let us know if this looks cool. We got shirts. You can buy them. I think we have all of them in stock. Yep.
Turbo shirt. Snowball shirt. I don't think we're not getting this color anymore, though, are we?
We have the red ones. We have limited sizes of the gray ones.
The red ones fit better than the gray ones, too.
Really?
What?
I like them both.
I thought so.
They're the same shirt.
Nah. Not according to my neck.
Well, bucket head size.
Well, speaking of heads, today we're here to debate hats. 2 of us at this table have the correct hat, and
Wrong.
1 person does not.
Oh, wrong. Okay.
The trucker hats are
Trucker hats are inferior, especially the black trucker hats. They're the worst hat.
They don't make non-trucker hats in this size.
See, I would have a flex fit if they made bucket head sizes for flex fits.
The catalog said one size fits all, so...
That's a lie, and I don't appreciate that.
Anyways, we're here to debate...
Age-old topic.
Cobalts,
Well,
specifically.
Not cobalts, just cobalts and
I guess
ions and platform.
HHRs and...
Delta chassis.
Yeah, Delta cars.
Where you talk Delta chassis cars.
So we've got the classic Lsj, the first years. I don't know what they are.
04, they started in 04 on the ion red line and ended in 07 with both the red line and the cobalt.
And then we've got LNF. Do you know the years off the top of your head?
Technically, LNF all started in 07 and then ended in 10. So if we're including the Kappa chassis.
Yeah. Cool. So naturally, we brought in 2 experts in both regards. On my left here, we have introduce yourself and what you know about LNF Cobalts.
You already know. Ryan D at ZZP here every day. And LNF's for king. Let's just be honest about it. So I can't wait for this.
Where's your merit, though? People that don't know, for whatever reason.
What's your accolades?
Yeah.
Well, see.
What makes you so knowledgeable about LNF Cobalts?
I've been into the LNF Cobalt since they came out. I got my first one in 2009. I still have it. That's the Snowball.
But where'd you start?
Yeah, what did you have before that one, though?
My first, I've actually had, I will admit, I've had every Cobalt except for LE5.
We forgot one.
My first one was an 05 LS, worst year. My second one, which I still really love this car.
That is literally the worst Cobalt.
It is literally the worst year.
You can't tune them.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Yeah. A Rally Yellow one, too. My dream car at the time was an 06 Rally Yellow LSJ with the yellow interior. But then I had a 07. Yeah, I do. I loved them. I love that fucking color.
We all made bad choices.
Dude, it's such a good color. Then I had an 07 LSJ, silver.
The move.
With a red interior.
And what happened to that one?
That one had bad times.
Because it was an LSJ?
Well, yeah, I mean, the gods of cars destined for me to be greater. And so, if after that, then I have my Summit White LNF, and that has been the move ever since.
But
Yep.
you wrecked that car, didn't you?
I did.
So
would you still
if
have
you
it
were a better driver, you would still be in the LSJ game.
You know what? What's sad is he's probably not wrong. However, the way that everything has happened didn't end up that way.
Yeah.
So
I wrecked my Ion the first winter I had it.
Yeah. So I mean, young drivers inexperienced, so shit happens.
Yeah, everyone just wrecks 2 or 3 cars. Part of the process.
Easy peasy.
So,
yeah.
on my right here, we have Al.
Yup.
Introduce yourself. You know a thing or two about LSJs?
I do. I've been around here a little bit.
If you own an LSJ and have a tune, you've probably
That's the
talked
guy.
to Al.
You probably at least heard things about me, good or bad. I got into the market just because my cousin had 04 Ion, and it was bone stock, and I just rode with them, and it was better than my SC2 I was driving at the time.
So I mean, well, you've been a Saturn, kind of a Saturn guy, which I like. That's the weird thing about the Ions. Like I couldn't get used to the center console because I drove a few. I know you get used to it.
Once you got used to it, I preferred it, and then I was annoyed when I drive normal cars and have lights in your face while you're trying to drive at night. So like every car I would get in, I would turn the dimmer all the way down to where you could just barely see it. Oh man,
I'm definitely a dimmer up all the way.
Yeah.
Always max, but
but I found the Ion because I just wanted a fun daily driver.
Yeah.
And that was my only intention. Even when it got to like basic bolt-ons and I got to the tuning part of it, there was no one around me that did tuning.
Yeah.
Except for Lingenfelder. And,
and they did do tuning back in the day. For
those. Yeah, they still do a lot of tuning, and they're a great shop. But they wanted more money than I had in my pocket to tune it for intake and exhaust. And I saw the cost of HP tuners, read a little bit about it, and I was like, I can figure that out. So I made the worst financial decision ever and used student loan money to buy HP tuners.
Your college might still be listening.
Probably. Yeah, they know all about what I own. Which financially was a dumb move, but it started a chain of events that put me in this seat.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, I mean, I don't, stuff happens in our past for a reason. I'm definitely kind of not all the way one of those destiny guys, but, if I hadn't crashed my Lsj and got my LNF, I probably wouldn't have a job here, because I was one of the ZZP's first LNF customers that really wanted to push the platform. Like, still have the half-mile record today, guys. Haven't gone back in like a bajillion years because none of you guys have broken it. Just saying.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
At least there's a couple LSJ guys trying.
No, the LSJ guy, and I will say, and then we'll get into the debate, but yeah, they are trying. But I don't want to. I don't
give them too much credit.
Yeah, I won't give them too much credit just yet.
But yeah,
Whittleson.
To wrap up that story, like the whole reason I bought HP tuners just because I wanted to do my own and learn, because I like learning things all the time. And I didn't touch anyone else's car for probably almost a year or so.
Yeah.
But then people on the forums knew that I had it, knew that I tuned my own.
Oh, yeah. I was one of those. What's crazy is I was one of those people, like, I knew of Al when he was coming up and stuff, because I was on the forums a lot. We both were. So.
Yeah. And, like, I even took a road trip with Nate Strugus, John Haddock, came up here, and they got dyno tuned by Tim. And Tim was giving me a hard time about why I didn't put my car on the dyno. I was like, well, because I tuned myself. And for like 10 years, he only referred to me as self-tuner guy.
Self-tuner guy.
Like, he never remembered my name. I was just self-tuner guy.
But I mean, yeah, even when because I'm from the Chicagoland area, and when CD happened, you're from Indiana too, so we came up. We always just hang out together. I knew of Al, we hung out and stuff, and we always give each other shit just like we do now. But
yeah,
it's good. Oh, CD, we won't bring up those memories.
Please don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so there everyone here. We've also got Eric manning the cameras. Say hello silently, and whoever's on hair and makeup. We don't have
one of those guys.
Sorry.
Otherwise, did a bad job.
All right, and we just want to hop into this. We've
Absolutely.
got
Let's
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 categories here. So
This could be a 4-hour podcast.
Easily. I'll try to
Could
keep
be.
it simple, but
Everyone
gonna
we've done
try to-
so far, I feel like it's too short. Like,
Yeah.
Just because I got used to like listening to Rogan podcasts where they just take off on tangents, and that's kind of what's in my head. So
that's what I like too. Like
at least we got Trevor to kind of rein us in, to keep us from just going nuts.
I listen to this stuff at the gym a lot, so yeah, I like hour-long stuff easily. But yeah, we'll keep it shortish. We'll do our best.
yeah,
No
I'm
promise.
going to try
I'm
to
not
stay in the
making any
middle
promises.
and say the topics, and then let you guys run back and forth. So
All right, and then so how's this gonna work? So you're gonna say a topic. Al and I are gonna.
Whoever has the best argument, jump in. You got a race to put your argument out there. I think that's fair.
All right.
So
and then
put a little pressure on.
You'll give us a point. We'll have a little point counter down here or something.
I think we're going to let the people vote. I don't want to be the determiner. I don't know anything about cobalts. I'm just here. So
All right.
we'll let them see at the end.
Next time we do one of these, we should do it live.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Because they do that for powerlifting meets all the time. They do them live on YouTube so that you can,
See
like, we could have another laptop up with the live feed so we could see comments in the middle of it and take questions and things
Everybody,
like that.
say something in the comments if you want that to happen. And
I think that'd be
if enough
cool.
people say it, we'll
we'll do
figure it
again.
out. So
I don't think myself or Al have a problem talking about this platform or anything like that. So.
No, that one time I did an Instagram live Q&A, I expected to just chat for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour later. I was like, holy crap, I'm still going.
Yeah.
And there was only like 5 people left. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
all right. So LNF, LSJ. So let's talk about the stock power plant / how they react to like simple power adders. So obviously you got supercharged side and turbocharged.
I mean,
side.
this is hands down. The LNF wins this. Hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, I'm not saying the LSJ is bad at taking mods, but okay, 300 horsepower in the LSJ. What do you have to do, Al? Don't you dare say throw nitrous at it.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. You do have to do everything.
Yeah.
But See, the problem with your argument there is you're looking at the final power number, whereas if I take it back and to look at gains off a baseline, you can make a bigger gain with the LSJ staying on the supercharger than you can with the LNF staying on the stock turbo.
And that's true, but in the end, it only matters about power numbers. Because, okay, let's see. Intake, downpipe, intercooler, stage 1 sensors, and a tune.
And charge pipes.
And charge, yeah, we even charge pipes. I was going to just leave that out. You do that, and that's 300 to 310 wheel horsepower and like 360 foot-pounds on that.
Still sounds like a lot of parts.
Not really. I mean, technically, you can do it with most of those parts, like the intercooling stuff. You know, that's something you do just as an added thing. Like, technically, you can just do that with stage 1 sensors, a downpipe, and intake. You can get those same power numbers. Now, if you throw E85 at it or E47, you're looking at mid-300s with that. Like, on a stock M62, just not going to happen on that. You know, but I said power gains.
No, you're not going to get into the mid threes like that. Unless you're Widdowson.
Yeah, well, Widdowson, he doesn't count for anything.
Just the one person that did everything right.
Yeah, but then they say you got like on supercharger, you got to start you got to do ported head, cams, stuff like that. So if you do cams on cams equal, you know, LNF comes out on hands down and Bleed's opinion. You know,
it does make it difficult to do a mod for mod comparison though because they're so different in the starting point.
They are. There's a you know, crank horsepower wise, there's a 55 wheel horse or crank horsepower difference between them. But, you know, that's kind of the point of the debate. So all I'm saying is that the LNF wins that one hands down. There's no way.
I wouldn't say hands down. I mean,
one hand down?
300
like a hovering hand.
300 wheel horsepower with mid 300s torque.
Yeah.
Versus you do.
I'm talking about the percent gains over stock, though.
Oh my god! All right, okay. Percent gains over stock. You're okay. Fine.
Okay. I get at least a half a point.
Yeah, like a little half.
Fine print on that.
Because I mean, you can take it a 2.6 80 Z85 saws all your exhaust off, and you can make 300 on one dyno pole. Yeah, it's gonna heat soak like crazy.
One, and then a lemon over.
You can do it once.
Freaking coolant, freaking bubbling out the freaking valve cover at that point.
That just means it's absorbing the heat.
I guess. Freaking end plate is leaking, laminova core is all fucked up. Awful.
Well, that one sounds like Ryan. Sounds like you're pulling ahead there on that one a little bit.
Stock for stock. I mean, you got to just go like this. You know, when we got to look at them in a vacuum. You got to look at them in a vacuum.
I guess if you LSJ guys want to back L up in a technicality standpoint, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you limit the argument to staying with the stock power adder, my hands are kind of tied there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet. I like this. We're going great already.
Yeah.
LNF boys, let's go. Team LNF. Hashtag Team LNF. Let's go. All right, Trevor.
You're going to have to try a little hard with this one, too. Not going to lie.
I had to give him a lead so I can catch up.
Yeah, okay. So let's talk about the underside. We got suspension, wheels, and brakes.
Easy. You're just kicking me straight off the bat.
Let's be honest right here. So what does everyone do? Every LSJ guy upgrades to LNF wheels. Number one, no one upgrades to LSJ wheels. If you do, you have bad taste. Sorry, guys.
LSJ Cobalt wheels.
LSJ Cobalt
are the
wheels.
Trash of GM stock wheels.
Wait, I mean, to be fair,
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that.
Those are the small boys, right?
Yeah, they're like the...
No, they're 18s, but they got spokes this wide.
Yeah.
And you know how much I love 5-spoke wheels.
Al, guys, just for bad say, Al hates anything with more than 5 or 6 spokes. He and I, like there's so many nice wheels he hates.
I can tolerate a 7 on the right car.
Yeah. I'll say, now I will give the LSJ, I don't know if this, I'm going to put it in the LSJ thing. I do like the GMPP wheels. One of our customers, Tyler Vargas, has them. I don't know why he got rid of them, but I like them. The GMPP wheels, I like them.
I do not like them.
The ones with the spokes, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the GMPP wheels.
Yeah. There's a huge gap, though, between the Ion wheels and the Cobalt wheels in the LSJ world.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, not every Cobalt can just throw Ion wheels on and look better, but there's certain ones where they just fits with the rest of the car.
Now I'll say this: only Ion comp wheels,
right?
Because regular Ion wheels do not look good. Regular LSJ.
Did you know that it's not just a color difference?
What's the other difference with
them? So the non-comp wheels are the polished ones.
Yep.
If you follow the spoke line, it's the same plane as the lip of the wheel. But the comp wheels, the lip actually sticks out.
Oh shit!
So even if they're refinished, powder coated, whatever, you can still see who has the true comp wheels.
Oh really?
Because the lip sticks out an 1/8 inch from the rest of the
wheel. Now once again, that is a fact from someone who's been in the Ion game for a very long time. I would have never probably noticed.
Yeah, and I can spot an 04 Ion from a quarter mile away.
Oh, see,
most people don't don't know how to do that.
Yep. So I'll say I don't. I know ion redline and stuff, but
Yeah, if you look at the rear bumper on the 04s, there's like the cutout in the lower part.
Remember that has the holes in it and stuff.
Yeah,
The
so
three
the
slats or whatever?
4s. Yeah, the 04s only had 2 supports in there, and there's a big gap in the middle, and it'll always start sagging. But the 5.6.7 had 3 supports in it.
I remember. Yeah. Okay. Well, fucking 04s, then. Jesus.
Ugh.
But that's what wheels. I mean, the
04s are the lepers.
Yeah.
That's wheels.
So
Let's
wheels.
talk about suspension.
Well, suspension and brakes. I mean,
What do you get out of the box?
everyone upgrades to LNF knuckles and Brembos. I mean, that's all I have to really say. LNF knuckles and Brembos.
No, the knuckles aren't that common.
It's not, but it's still an upgrade. The people that
The
are
control arms is way more
the
common.
control arms, the larger ball joints are an upgrade.
So the control arms, I'd have to give that one, especially the iron.
Actually, we sell some pretty cool control arms for LSJ knuckles, but not LNF.
That is true.
So you do have that option with
But
LSJ.
that's an upgrade. We're talking about stock, right? We talking about stock?
I mean, I think we can talk about upgrades. We do upgrades here. It's a thing.
Well, then technically you can actually, to make those work, you can take
G6
swap.
knuckle.
Yeah, you can get the G6 knuckle and then use those, or you can actually use the ball joints that are actually on your stock
Yeah,
LNF
rerun
controllers.
them.
So
Yeah.
you can just redo them. So, but I just think the LNF wins in that hands down. Like, I'm gonna do the thing that I know you're gonna hate. You know what's coming. Nürburgring time. One versus the other.
Do you know the times, top of your head,
822.
for LNF? LSJ?
LSJ. I don't think they ever did it because it's too slow.
Didn't run the time attack cars there?
They did. No,
I mean, that's not an apples to apples, but...
I actually don't know. I don't think they did. Customers, let us know if they ran the time attack cars there.
And I knew this at one time.
They ran an HHR too, didn't they?
I don't think they ran the. I think they only
I hope
ran.
they were wearing a
LNF
mask.
Cobalt, and that's it?
Yeah, I think it was just the Cobalt that they ran there. So,
Weird.
but
Wow.
yeah, so I think suspension wise, I mean,
Is
and then,
that all?
but I mean, besides wheels and Brembo stuff, they're almost identical. So
Are the rear brakes the same?
no, the LNF has different rear brakes, but it's not.
Well,
I
in
wouldn't say
terms
it's an
of
upgrade.
braking performance, they're almost identical.
They are almost
but
identical.
they're not the same parts.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like the LNF Cobalt is the weird one. They have the weird LNF rear only one, which is
Weird sounds bad.
not necessarily bad.
Yeah, that's a
just-
good point.
It's weird.
Like you're trying to upgrade things and you got this oddball that you got to work with.
Just saying.
Everything is great except, I mean, it's got this weird thing.
But like this, just no one upgrades them because you can't really. And front-wheel drive cars, brake bias in the front. Well, with 90% of cars anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Details. I don't know.
What?
No.
But okay, so if you go stock for stock, the LNF has that.
Yep.
But
Uh-oh.
stock for stock, they're both still trash.
I was going to say, L
not
really
wrong.
doesn't even
So
care
they both
about any
have
of
to
these
upgrade.
departments.
The options available are pretty similar. I really kind of think this one's almost a draw.
No. Well, no. Stock for stock. So I believe in a 060, the LNF beats it. Not by much. It's only like 5 feet. It was a 5 foot difference because of the Brembos. It was a very
They
minuscule.
probably had Trevor pushing the brake pedal.
Maybe. However, also just for aesthetics, the Brembos look cooler than the fucking stock LSJ brakes, and you know I'm right because you have.
I was led to believe this was a performance conversation, not about looks.
I mean, that's a little bit of both.
Because if it was looks, no one would choose a Cobalt over an Ion. So that's kind of out of the
Yeah,
question.
people that have brains would. Fucking Ions look not as cool.
That's just not true.
that. What?
The Ion looks so much.
Wrong.
You can't do that.
Fucking Cobalt looks way better than Ion. Way better. 100%. And I'm not saying I don't like Ions. And actually, I think the ladder tech is cool. The ladder boost gauge, rather. I think it's cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Number 3, speaking of looks, we're talking about exteriors. So,
Oh.
I guess mostly Cobalts, but feel free to jump in.
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
we'll give him. We'll let him do Ion too. Okay.
Okay, we have to just put this out there now that in all of these topics, I'm going to be heavily biased towards Ion. Because that's the only ones that
Fair
I
enough.
like.
Fair enough. I can do with
tolerate the LSJ Cobalts because they're like close cousins.
that. Kissing cousins.
Not quite.
I actually just recently, I think you were telling me about the differences between LSJ versus LNF Cobalts.
Yeah, they're. It's not a lot of
Exterior.
difference, but there are some differences. So
Yeah.
With a good eye, you can tell a difference
Yeah,
from
so-
a ways away.
I'm just going to name.
Other
a few
than
things.
wheels.
Yeah,
We already went through
Yeah,
wheels,
or
yeah.
just straight body steer.
Well, so many guys throw the LNF wheels on the LSJs that at first glance it's hard to tell sometimes.
The grill is one of the main
Yep.
differences. So in Cobalt grills, they have the slotted ones, and everybody, if you have a brain, upgrades to the actual mesh grill that came in the LNF.
Yeah.
So that is like the main upgrade that people do. No one upgrades to an LSJ grill.
Those LSJ ones like crack a lot too.
They do, yeah.
Like you'll have the one fin that's like
it's actually on my LSJ. What I did, I took it out and I cut all the fins out and I just painted the edges and put a mesh grill behind it. Just I thought it looked better. 'Cause I hate the stock LSJ grill. It's so bad.
Right, but when you throw the ion into that conversation, they look great right out of the factory. So you don't even have to upgrade.
06 ions specifically. Because
with the fogs.
With the fogs, with the comp package. That one, because they do look good from the factory. They have their Carls. Okay. Well,
06 was the best looking ion, period.
Yes, because in 07 they did the other Carls, and that was bad.
That was
we got interior next.
Yeah. Okay, we'll
hold
that off.
Yeah, we'll hold off that. But the ion looks good out of the box. I will give you that. It does look pretty dang good. However,
other than monster truck ride height,
I'm gonna say
that was a problem with all deltas.
They set up real
the
high.
ion was the highest, but they all set way too high.
High-rise wing, even high-rise wing, LSJ or LNF with LNF wheel. Well, I'm just gonna use LNF because I'm a team LNF, honestly. So like take like a 09 LNF with a high-rise wing and Summer Right, Rally Yellow, Imperial Blue, any other colors, and it looks good. Looks clean. It looks good, and it has a nice tinted falls. They don't have the yellow ambers in the corner, and they look amazing. Exterior wise, LNF wins that one.
No.
Okay, because then I'll go that the Saturn Sky. Because remember, we're gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start using all platforms then. The Saturn Sky is a pretty amazing looking vehicle.
No, it is not. That thing looks terrible.
Oh my god, the Saturn Sky, in my opinion, is the better looking of the two Kappa chassis.
Heck
All
no.
of them.
All
8 things.
Yeah, Solstice. No, Solstice looks kind of bubbly.
Solstice is way better because it is budget super on the inside. It wins.
We're talking about the outside.
Whatever.
We were talking about the outside. The only thing the Solstice has is the Solstice coupe. The
Solstice looks like it was supposed to be a Hot Wheels, and someone left it too close to the heater, and things melted. They're trash cars.
Yeah. But again, the Opel GT / Saturn Sky / Daewoo, whatever the
G2X,
G2X, whatever. It looks good. It looks aggressive, but it
Opel GT looks good.
It's a different grill. It's the same car.
But the Opel GT looks a lot better than this guy.
I'm counting that one too. Fuck it. That one enough. There, Opel GT.
No. But is it just looks?
It's exterior, what you get out of the package.
What you get?
Right, because I mean, the Ion, you don't got to worry about shopping carts or people who want to punch your doors.
Oh yeah, you do get plastic panels. That's the thing.
Everything's plastic all the way around.
Oh my god, really?
That Tupperware body. It's hard to beat that.
That's what we're going with. The Tupperware.
Mean, if a bird flies into your car at Mach 3, it's a big problem. On my car, it's gone.
Well, bird's probably fine.
Bird's probably fine.
God.
Minor concussion, good to go.
Okay, all right, we're fine then. To little to announce this, we're having a debate. I hate the suicide doors. I hate them.
What, really?
I hate them. I never liked them. For convenience-wise, they're good. I just don't like the look of them.
The only reason you're saying that is because you became a dad after you had your Cobalt.
Yes.
If you were dad first and then had your choice.
You get a sedan LNF.
Those are...
Sedan LNF.
Sedan LNFs are not going to be part of this conversation.
The one-year thing, hey, I'm using my whole arsenal.
No, those should not have existed.
Yeah, you'd have to get a sedan or a HHR. I'd go suicides over those two.
Sedan Cobalt
really?
over HHR too, yeah. I just would. HHR, my problem with HHR, we'll get into this. It sits up too high. Like in the seat, you sit up like really high and has a really low.
Yeah,
it's
you feel like
bus.
you're eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking.
Yes, definitely.
Looks wise, I would prefer an HHR over a sedan Cobalt, but driving them, I'd take the Cobalt.
Let's say the main thing I would do to a sedan Cobalt is just add the coupe rear lip, and then that's it. And it's good. It looks good after that.
See, I like the shorter rear bumpers.
Oh god, no! Oh no!
Yeah, I run a base model rear bumper on my car.
That's just because of science, though, right?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Yeah. All my answers are heavily biased in function over form.
Weren't you just talking for like a minute straight about ion redline bumpers too?
Yeah, the front ones.
With the slots that sag and stuff.
That's on the rear.
That's the rear one.
And you don't even have that bumper anymore?
Heck no.
Oh.
No,
That's too much of a parachute.
Yeah. Race car guy, so I mean,
guess
whatever.
so.
Gotta be balanced. I'm the street guy.
That's pretty much all the differences, I think, right?
I mean, exterior, if you go Cobalt only, the LNF definitely wins. But when you factor in the Ion to the conversation, I don't think there's a clear winner.
But, okay. If we're just doing, like, our main platforms, we're getting to the Kappa stuff.
As if it's Lsj versus LNF, we have to take all of them.
Yeah.
And you have the sedan Cobalts and HHRs bringing your average down hard.
Ooh, HHR and Cobalt gas. Ooh.
You guys get in the comments. You gotta stand up for yourselves.
Big oofs on that one.
These guys are apparently not standing up for you.
Oh yeah, we are. I will say I personally do prefer the coupes and stuff like that better. So I am technically a coupe, so I do appreciate it at least for that.
Quad coupe,
whatever.
Quad coupe.
Okay, so all right.
I tried to convince my insurance it was a 4-door, and they're like, "We have the VIN. We know what it is."
That's 4 doors. Technically, that's have 4 doors.
Yeah,
but
interior is next. So
okay, so he's including the Ion. This is gonna be a lot more difficult.
it is.
Yep.
But
Lsj Cobalt interior is not good.
no, the Lsj Cobalt, especially in the early years. 07 is pretty good. 07 and Lsj
Yeah.
Cobalt's pretty good. That was mine because they have the upgraded wheel. Sorry, 05, 06 guys, that wheel is trash. That wheel's awful.
Silverado.
It also falls into durability too, though. Like the Cobalts were okay straight out of the box, but they just didn't age well.
They didn't. I will say the Cobalt super simplicity and the radios. The radios, like especially 05, 06 radios sucked. 07 plus radios are good. The Ions,
steering wheel is just a bad time.
the steering wheel's bad.
Thank goodness they didn't put the base model steering wheel in the Ion.
Oh my god. Ooh, that circular thing.
If you guys haven't seen the 03 Ion steering wheel,
You can put up a picture right
it's like if you take the 03 Ion wheel versus like the Redline one.
Yeah.
It's like the Xbox S controller versus the Duke.
Yeah, it's the base model Ion steering wheel is bad. I am glad they changed that.
Oh, that was terrible.
That is something I will say. Like I do think. I'll let him do that because I can't make points for him. So got to debate this. The LNF has the RPD in 09 and 10. The RPD is probably one of the most useful gauges that you can ever have, and the radio stock has USB in it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but when the Redline came out, USB connection wasn't really that big of a thing yet. So I can't really fault them for not having it.
fair enough, but still.
But the other thing on the RPD note, I think they're terrible. I hate them.
What?
Because I'm a tuner. I'm used to my laptop and all the information that I can have on demand. And it's way more configurable to what I want to see. So I'm putting that out there that just, I think the RPD should be left out of the conversation because I can't have a fair opinion on that.
Well, okay, just for usability. Number one, it had a shift light in it. It has shift light in it.
You need a shift light. You need a driver mod.
No, not necessarily, but
Didn't
it's good.
Ions already have a shift light?
Yeah, I sold that like the first week I had it.
No.
People pay $150 for it.
Yeah, no. Not all of them. Some of them. The comp packages have the tack ladder, which I thought was cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
But function over form, I didn't need it, and people were paying crazy money. It's like, here you go, take it.
Yeah, I would have taken it too.
This is ammo for you. That thing is sweet.
It is really sweet. I'm just saying, I personally didn't need it. I'm such a better driver than Ryan that I can shift on sound alone.
This motherfucker talking one of the fastest shippers disease. I'm gonna fuck him up. So my thing is, I thought the RPD was sweet. It gave a lot of information. Did the boost gauge read accurately all the time? No, but it had a lot of other stuff, a lot of information that
none of the Delta platform boost gauges read accurately.
I mean, fair enough. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we'll get that. But another one, it just had everything: cam phasing, knock, had a bunch of other gauges, G-force gauge. It just had a bunch of usable, cool stuff at the time.
You say usable, but we both know that 90% of the people didn't know what half that stuff meant.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I should clarify. I'm not knocking the customers for that. It's information that they're not used to and that they don't know how to apply.
However,
I'm not knocking the customers.
We're not knocking you guys. But however, at the time, it was still in a Delta chassis car. The HHR and the Cobalts had the RPD, and that was one of the best gauges for the money that you can get.
Yeah, but the ladder tech had knobs on the back, and you could change the lights.
I actually didn't know that. That's
It had a knob for each one. It was 100 RPM per click, and then if you held any of them for a set amount of time, it'd go back to stock.
Oh, really?
I don't remember the RPM numbers off the top of my head, but it was peak torque, peak horsepower, and then redline.
Okay.
Is what if you held them and had it reset, and then you could tweak them off of there.
Okay, well then that's that. But I mean, yeah, it had DI car, had fuel pressure on it. Fuel pressure was pretty cool, especially if you're having issues. Had AFR, which stock in a car is pretty unheard of at the time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cars after that didn't have it too.
Yeah, so I'm saying the RPD is cool.
Which if they had the technology for that in 07, why did not every single car from then have a factory wideband?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
So, and then, just to kind of throw a bone to you, seat-wise, Now, this is
was
debate.
waiting for
This
that.
is super debatable.
Oh,
Debatable.
Super debatable.
it is not debatable.
No.
Ion Lsj seats are the best Delta seat. Period.
They look so
There
bad.
is no comparison.
Oh, no.
Or GMPP Cobalt ones, right? They're the same.
Yeah, they're the
technically?
same. It's just one said SS in them. So
Yeah, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
like no
they
one
water
wants that.
stain super easy, and they didn't match any of the rest of the interior. I thought, like, I specifically didn't get a G85 because, well, no.
What year were you looking at?
Well, okay. Well, at first I didn't.
This is what back earlier in the conversation when we tried to tangent onto interior, I said the 06s only because those are the great ones.
06 specific ones with the G85 package were cool. On 07, they took away the recalls for the G85 package in the Cobalts.
it was terrible.
So, but they had heated seats, so that was fucking legit. I liked them. But
I'm hot all the time. That's a useless
enough.
feature.
so I mean, in all that in 04, 05, 06, Ions did have the blue recalls in them all the time.
0405.
06 didn't have them?
06 was great.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
the 06 is the best one anyway.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Yeah,
Like
so-
that's why I said of all the Deltas, 06 Ion, bam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so I didn't get that. I didn't get the recalls in the LSJ because I didn't like the look. Because they look just like the Jetta, recalls that came. Factory recalls.
People love those. They swap them into
I
everything.
hate them. They look so bad and boring. They didn't look like a race seat.
No, they look cool.
The LNF seats, in my opinion, look way better. The GMPP LNF seats look way
Really?
better, especially the gray interior and the red interior, even the black one.
I just
They
think
look
they're
good.
too big. They're just
They
too
hold
big.
you in so
They are
functionality wise. The LNF ones are better, hands down.
I don't know. I'm a small dude.
I put
the
a
LNF
quarter
ones
million
don't work
miles
for
on
me.
my Ion in those seats. I'm pretty familiar with them.
Oh no, man, no, I can't get down with that.
I'd give the LNF seats a close second.
I don't know. All right.
But to concede one thing though, I hated that the 04 and 05 had the blue
blue
recars
ones were weird.
because they were blue in all the color cars.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you had. You have a red car and it'd be blue
But
interior.
no, that's terrible. It's like you're trying to be a Power Ranger.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It didn't matter what color the car was; they were blue in the middle fabric.
Yeah.
It makes you
What
wonder
are
if
you
they
thinking?
tried to make them gray and it misprinted from the factory and they're
And,
like, ah,
and-
they're all
and-
blue.
and-
The whole shipping container of 4,000 seats showed up. Like, well, crap. This is what we got.
One thing I did hate about them, they stained really easily.
Yeah.
Because I drove one for a good amount of time with
Yeah.
it in there. Like when rainwater got in it, it would stain. You have to clean this. You got to get some special cleaner to clean them out. It was a pain in the behind. That was for such a nice seat. I hate them. However, there are some customers that did reupholster them, and I thought they looked fucking super sweet. There was I saw him a few days ago. Actually, he did it red to match his car. I thought that was fucking sweet. And then he got
cool.
the red door cars. I thought was very well done.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
okay, so I'll
Yep.
give it to the Cobalts for the interior, for the seat wise particularly.
Not Cobalts. LSJ.
LSJ. Okay, LSJs.
LSJ.
The LSJ Recalls only. Sorry.
So LSJ Cobalt guys, you better be thanking your Ion brothers.
Yeah.
Because they pulled you through this
That's
one.
what you did. Cause I'm sorry. The base. I thought the base seats looked cooler. The base seats. The regular SS seats looked cooler because they have the matching colors and stuff in there.
But they're not as comfortable.
They're not as comfortable, and they don't hold you for shit. If you
Yeah.
go around a corner, you're like.
Well, yeah, that's why the yellow Cobalt we have, I took the 250,000 mile Recaros out of my car and put them in there.
Looks so
because
much
I've been driving that some lately and I couldn't stand it. Like those stock seats were so terrible.
They're
in the
bad.
Cobalt.
They're really bad. So, but again, that was my dream car. 06 Rally Yellow with a yellow interior,
Oh,
dude.
oh.
The
So
seats are across the street.
No,
you
no,
can go
no,
get
no,
them.
No, I'm good.
Make a gaming
I'm good.
chair
No,
out of
oh,
it
no.
with your rainbow keyboard.
So, oh man, I was saying I remember I had a PowerPoint back in the day. I went on every Andy's Auto Sport website, and I'm like, I'm gonna get yellow fucking windshield wipers and yellow this and yellow that, and oh man, I was about it.
I used to do the same thing, but I'm a hill womp, so it was Cabela's catalogs, and I'd hand fill out the ordering form in the middle of them, and then just dream about it, and whatever.
Yeah, details. All right, sorry.
I think that covers it. Other than the back doors, which you failed to mention. You have double the space.
I didn't fail to mention it. I said they're the best thing ever. And the only
Yeah.
reason he's against it is because he wasn't a dad.
Yeah, I was not a day at the time.
Yes.
Like you
I'll give the Ions
bring
this.
the baby seat to work, and we'll time you putting it into a Cobalt and putting
Oh,
it into an Ion.
the Ion will be way faster. It
It's
just will.
so much better.
I will say it was cool that the Ions did have the matching rear seats to the front.
Mm-hmm.
I will give them that because the LSJ Cobalts just had the black in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That was just it.
The other cool thing, though, was that my daughter loves going fast. Her mother hates it.
Of course.
But with the suicide doors, I could still get her car seat in and out, even with the roll cage in it.
That's actually pretty good.
So that was a huge bonus feature of having the suicide doors.
Okay,
on it.
so I think we can all agree that usability and stuff the Ion does. Ions particularly wins that one. Okay.
I think the whole interior
Ions pulled
category
that one.
in general.
Oh, all right, fine.
If
Fine.
you, I mean, you got to lump them together.
Fine.
Yep. Okay.
All right,
back
what's
to
next?
back to the stuff we all care about. I think we're going to talk about some power here again.
Oh, here we go.
Not stock power.
What kind of power are we talking about?
We're going to talk about power potential.
Hold on.
Mod potential.
Here we fucking go, boys.
Eric, I'm gonna need you to go get me another beer.
Here we go, boys.
No, seriously, they're in the shop right now. They're in the door handle.
He's not kidding.
Yeah, he's gonna need it because me and him we're about to go in on
The
this.
first two that you find.
Maybe back up a couple inches from the mic and just kind of.
Let's fucking
I might
go.
even take a couple steps back.
Okay,
Here.
all right. Since I like starting these off, so it's a big misconception in the community right now that LSJs you can make so much more power on this.
How's
and
it a
this.
misconception
Hold on,
when the
hold on,
fucking scoreboard's
hold on.
up?
Hold on, motherfucker. Hold on. So the thing about it is what they do is they ride the coattail of the 898 wheel horsepower, which that's up there. I'll give it to that. That is for a max power potential, giving it everything it's got.
Oh, here's a
It's up there.
fact, but you have to ignore that fact in order for my facts to be true.
No, we're not ignoring the facts. But on
Oh,
average,
we're not doing the facts now.
No, we're not ignoring the facts. So, ease of making power, especially for what most of our customers are going to do in the 400 to 500 range, LNF still wins it.
How do you figure?
Both ZFR. You have to turbo swap an LSJ to do it. You have to turbo swap an LSJ to get to 400.
Well, yeah, but that's a part of this conversation.
Yeah, and that's extra. That's twice as much as a ZFR.
Well, I don't even have to turbo swap it. I'll put double kits on it.
So I'm just saying, if you ZFR it, cams do everything you do on the LSJ and that it roughs will be the same, but LNF wins as far as power goes. And don't talk about power band. Power band wise, fucking LSJ can rev higher, yeah, but the LNF wins hands down. VVT car, hands down. Power band's way better.
No, power band, that does not even count.
What? What do you mean it doesn't count?
If you can't use the power band you have, you need to drive better.
What? No.
Yes,
no.
100%.
If you're doing a 40 roll
Come on, Mr. Fast Shifter.
Listen, a 40 roll in the LNF, 40 roll LSJ, similar power levels, LNF's going to win.
No, it's not.
Every time. No lift shifting.
I yanked a car on a nitrous Hellcat at a 40 roll.
Well, you're also brake boosting. You have your Cortex on and all
Because
that.
I'm a better driver.
Yeah. Then that Hellcat got 100%. I'm just saying, we're talking about LNF versus LSJ on that one. The power potential is very close. LSJ guys, they use the price of the original car, or the car they're getting now, to say, oh yeah, making LSJ fast cheaper. It's the same fucking price. And the LNF
But
has
it's a valid argument.
We're not using that argument right now.
Why? Because it doesn't suit your agenda?
Oh my God. Wrong. Shut up, man.
The entry-level turbo kit swap kit basically breaks this entire argument.
No, it doesn't.
That's
It
the
does.
tipping
No, it
point
doesn't.
of everything.
No. Okay.
Or not. Hold on. We have to put one rule in place here. He's
Okay.
talking about potential. So you have to let the stock stuff go.
Okay, potential's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, entry-level KO4 kit. E85 max effort on the LSJ for the KO4 version. What's the horsepower number?
Mid threes, low threes.
Low threes, because we did this already. We did this. Low threes. Same power on the LNF, your mid threes. So LNF wins that one. And then Z54. Z54 numbers. What's the max power you got on that one? On entry level kit.
Well, to be fair, I haven't maxed that out.
Okay.
We
Well-
maxed out Tyler's fuel system.
Okay, yeah.
Which you would do
What about
the
Angie's?
same.
What about Angie's?
Same.
Okay.
And they were just over 4.
Okay, but that's the same thing for the LNF. The
Right.
LNF was
So
like-
I'll get that one's a draw.
Okay.
Because they're both going to run out of fuel system.
Yes.
At around the low 400 mark.
Yes. So you have to mod for that one. So the entry level kit makes them pretty damn equal.
Let's put some fuel pumps in these things.
Well, no, it's
See what happens.
Well, we gotta do cams. Do cams, and if you do,
You don't, though.
I mean, free, I guess. Okay. Okay.
LSJ's made 567 on stock games.
Okay. Well, I'll say you can't do that. However, eventually to make more, you're gonna put cams in there, though. So it kind of brings the argument back to its original point.
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking
First
about?
half of that sentence. LNFs can't do that. But if you do all the blah, 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 then they can't. No.
Everything you have to do for an LSJ, you have to do to an LNF.
That's not true.
But okay, high pressure fuel pump. That's the only thing you change. Even
No,
though
you have to add injectors.
Okay, fifth injector. Okay, so you guys
You're good
like,
on 4.
Hey, you just keep adding bigger and bigger ones. We're still running on like our Opals.
Well, I'm surprised. Sorry that your aftermarket sucks.
Oh my fucking God.
You also have
I
to
didn't
add
mean
in.
that, ZZP.
Speaking of which, we still have to test those possible larger injectors.
Oh, yeah.
So I forgot about that
that-
until right now.
If this debate happened 6 months in the future, That'd be a very different conversation
Yes.
if these work well.
But my thing is, power for power wise, yeah, LSJ revs higher, but you have freaking peaky power bands and all that shit. VVT, get
Revs
cams
higher,
in
but
there.
you rev higher. That means you come in higher on the next shift. Like the power band's still there.
You ain't got no lift shifting, homeboy.
The heck you don't.
No, I mean, if you add shit to it, you can.
I know this shit without the watt box. If other people can't, that's their problem. We're talking about the car's potential.
Listen, okay, so, and even that, on the fifth injector and stock fuel injectors and cams, we made 716. That's still the LNF record to this day. No extra injectors. 716.
That was with the fifth injector.
That was fifth injector.
And a big one.
That's an 80. It was an 80.
Yeah.
Smaller than what? Your fucking 1,000cc injectors and shit?
I did run thousands.
I know you did. What are you on now? I thought you're on 1200s now, right?
210s.
Yeah. See, look.
The 2200 cc.
See what I'm talking about?
I might need to add more.
See? I'm on right now in snow when I made some of the most power. Stock injectors in 1/5. Now I have an extra set of 42s. Just 42s. That's it.
Oh, look. Someone had to take
my
LSJ parts
God.
to make more power.
Actually, it's an LE5 rail. Actually, thank you very much.
LSJ injectors.
No, they're not.
They are too. The
fuck, he's right.
GMPP 42s.
Fuck is right. Damn it. All right. Anyway, my power band's better than yours, so fuck you out.
Back to original argument.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that one if we're gonna add the stipulation. Like, if you can't drive your car, then the LNF will cover for you.
Oh my God! You just fucking dig this guy just did. Ugh. This fucking guy. Listen, all I'm saying is power potential is pretty much damn near even. LSJ guys are like, oh, we can make so much more power. No, you see a far. So on the Facebook pages, people say, oh yeah, LSJ is for making higher power. For 99.9% of the customers that are doing like 400s to 500, they're about the same. You know I'm right. Especially
Yes, but those customers are speaking in terms of dollar per horsepower.
If you take the current LSJ price, because you can't deny it, LSJs are cheaper than LNFs right now.
And the other thing that you're probably not thinking of, because you're a Cobalt guy, as much as it hurts me to say this, the ions are even cheaper than the Cobalts are. You can find a running, driving 04 ion for $1,200.
But then you no one
Entry level kit, you're making $400 to the tire, and you're what? $3,000 in, $3,500 total.
Okay. All right. You know,
Even though I hate that fact, once again, the ions are carrying the LSJ forward.
So specifically because of the 04 ions. If it was all the other ones, it'd be much closer.
I mean, they exist.
They do exist.
They do.
They do. But power potential wise, I have a rear-wheel drive platform.
I do too. Have you ever seen the Naperville car?
Really?
It's rear-wheel drive Ecotec.
I have a production rear-wheel drive setup.
I feel like Kappa, he shouldn't be allowed to claim that.
No.
That's
It's an
not
LNF,
fair.
homeboy. It's an LNF. That's all I'm saying. We put a nice big
But
tire.
hold on. Wait. This is a power potential argument.
Okay,
The
yeah.
drive wheels do not change that.
That's okay. You're right. He is right. I will give him that. All I'm saying is, LSJ guys act like, you know, once you get into it, like, okay, I'm not. Let's cut out the price of the current cars now because the economy can change and blah 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 whatever. Eventually they may end up being around the same price. Power per dollar. You can make 400 horsepower. You know, let's move to go to 400 horsepower. You can make a 400 horsepower LNF easier than a 400 horsepower LSJ.
Isn't that kind of like asking someone to race, but only at one specific mile per hour?
Right. Every time someone like tells me
I want to do a 72 mile an hour roll and only that.
Well, whenever someone says that, I just okay, you can pick the start speed. I get to pick the stop speed.
If you're going for 600 plus,
Hold on. Wait, we're not done with 400 yet.
okay.
Oh,
If you were limiting it to gasoline, LNF wins. But if we're going to ethanol,
Are we ethanol mixes or just straight up ethanol?
just straight up ethanol.
Okay, he's gonna win this one. Okay.
So
If you do
that's
ethanol mix, homeboy,
That's a
I
hard
got that one
to,
too.
to clarify there.
So let's say
Because the LNF fuel system goes a lot farther if you throw some 110 or 109, something like that in there.
Well, even if you go E47, you throw E47 at them, and they go decently far.
Yeah.
Decently
But-
far. On those. Okay.
Yep.
Power potential wise, and then
It
all right.
really, this whole thing does change the winner changes at each power level as you're working up, and it goes back and forth.
But there is the consistent of LSJ's half the price.
I was okay, I'm even gonna. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to debate in his side too. If we're looking at the upper echelon of power right now, in both half mile time and half mile, quarter mile, and dyno numbers, the LSJ doesn't have it right now because you LNF guys aren't pushing your shit. Come on, let's go. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'll even be open to the possibility that LNFs could someday be equal, but no one's done it yet.
No one has. I mean, we could. Snowball's close-ish. But we just haven't ever pushed that card.
The craziest thing about the 898 though is the overlay graphs.
Yeah,
and that's why I reshare that thread once a year, every time it pops up in my Facebook memories, because so many new people in the community don't realize that happened.
Yeah,
and there was the one poll where Matt forgot to turn the boost up and forgot to clear the dyno graph and did another poll, and it laid over almost perfectly.
Yeah, it did. It did.
For an Ecotech at that power level to be that consistent,
it's pretty impressive.
Is nuts.
Yeah, and actually too, I do think it that power pole was just impressive overall, and it's 898 wheel horsepower. That's a lot of power.
And that car had a fat power band.
Yeah,
because the side manifold was holding it back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, there gets various variables when
it kind of hit a ceiling.
Yeah,
and it was over 850 for 1,500 RPM.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize the old stuff. That's still out there. I had a thought, and I'll probably remember it later. But okay,
it was around the same time that Matt made the 715, though.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, they were both doing it both kind of simultaneously. So they were the power potential was out there. It is out there. For both.
I'll just say this is a real hard argument.
It is. It is because
the only way you can really specifically designate one winner or the other is when you go into each power level category.
Yeah.
And it goes back and forth on the way up.
Yeah, because and then again, I will admit this, LNF guys, so to get to a turbo, to get to 400, we can do a bolt on and do some other stuff and get to mid fours and stuff like that. But once you get to 500, it's kind of evens out.
It's a pretty big wall.
Yeah, and so the LSJs already have a T3 manifold at this point in time, so they can just upgrade turbos, do stuff like that. So it kind of balances itself out a little bit. So I think I agree with that. Each power level kind of has its thing. I'll say
it's almost like a race, really. You start at stock power, the LNF pulls ahead.
Yeah.
It gets stuck at 500.
Yeah.
LSJ comes up and passes it.
Yeah.
When you get to the upper end, I think
they're both about the same.
They're pretty close.
Speaking of which, too, and I remember what I was bringing up. So, because neither Al, I can say this pretty freely, because neither Al or myself are supercharger guys. We just have a supercharger over there.
I'm sorry.
We just have it over there because that's LSJ starts with. Matt Meekoff, our tuner, who's done a lot of our race cars here, remember people in the back of the day saying, I don't have to wait for my boost. I don't want to have to do this because turbo lag and blah, blah. People, please pick a properly sized turbo. We overlaid a graph of a TVS and an
entry level kit.
Yeah, an entry level kit or S252. The S252 and the entry level kit made more power average, and it became in a boost faster. What? Supercharger guys. It's this whole idea of turbo lag, this and that. Superchargers are giving me boost instantly.
Yeah, I love the LSJ, and I'll even say that if I was going for a non-highway daily driver, I would still pick a blower car.
Yeah,
because they're fun to bomb around town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they don't get the mileage that the turbo cars do. Nope. Just being a nitpicky middle-aged dad. If it was a highway car, I'd definitely go to turbo.
Yeah.
But I've been driving that yellow Cobalt for a while. It's so much fun to bomb around town in a 2.6 polyethanol car.
I will say there have been because again I've had LSJ LNF. There are times where I miss. Just for a little bit. I just drive for a day. Okay, this is fine. Now I'll go back to something else. But guys, please pick a properly sized turbo for your car.
Yeah, that's one of the things that drives me nuts. And
people try to go too big. Customers, stop trying to pick the biggest possible turbo you can.
Even in our kits, I really think we need to add the 252 option.
252
we don't
sweet.
Sell those as near. Well,
a 252
with the entry level
SXC.
kit, we don't sell a lot of the big ones anymore.
Yeah,
there's still people that want to go big. But yeah, that's been one of my biggest pet peeves through the whole series of modding my car. And so let's just sit here and count the number of turbos that Al's had on his car. Because I played this game.
Should we both do this?
I mean, you've had a lot of turbos.
I've had a lot of turbos on my car too.
So my first one was a Precision 5531.
Okay.
Then went to an HX35.
Why did you ever go to an HX?
Because it was free.
Oh, fair enough.
It needed rebuilt. Then I went to a 252, went to an S300, S362 cast wheel, S362 billet wheel, back to a 256, back to the 362 billet wheel, added the 246 on the compound setup, and then went to the 7670. And now it has a 256 sitting on it again.
Yeah, so 11. Okay.
So 11.
So I'm not going to win that one. I've had KO4, I'm going to count it, 252, 256, 259, 262. After the 262, I went to a 257. Then from there, what did I do after that?
257, you went to 8374.
Yeah, 8374 EFR, and then from 8374, now I have your 7670 that we're trying to play on. So I'm not that far behind.
You're not really. No.
That far behind.
Give you another season, probably.
Yeah, then I swap out turbo. So,
But through that whole journey, and I
Zone
list
rotor.
all those. Oh man, someday.
rotor. Okay, boys. I'm like designating myself as a Borg Warner fan, but those new Zona rotors.
Dude, and for years, I was 100% hardcore, nothing but Borg Warner for life.
Yeah.
Until we put that zone on the slingshot.
Those Zona rotors.
Okay, pause that for a second
Okay, yeah.
before I
Sorry,
lose
sorry.
my train of thought. Yeah. So I list off all those different turbos through my journey because I want the customers to understand that the most fun I had with my car was on the smaller turbos.
Yeah, 100%. Like my 252.
100%.
I could hear that thing spooling in fifth gear, and like I remember when I came back to Chicago because that's where I was when I had it. When the 252 kit made 422 on the dyno, we turned it down like 390 just for daily driving. I beat everything because I would just jump out on them; they couldn't catch me. It was so fun.
You like barely have to brake boost, and it's just
I didn't have to brake boost. I just put my foot to the floor and it's fucking gone. So that's the thing. Like customers, they definitely think, I want peak power. I want to get the biggest turbo possible. Like actually, I said, unless you're like doing a crazy setup and everything like that, it's the smaller turbos, man. They just run. They run good. It's
yeah.
about power.
When I had the 362 on by itself. I had stage 3 cams on it, which increases the power potential quite a bit, but does knock your spool back a little.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it. That's why I put nitrous on it.
Yeah.
And I had to run a 100-shot direct port just to make that thing fun again.
Yeah.
And I got so sick of filling the bottle on it.
It's annoying, for sure.
Yep.
We have diverged from the debate. Let's get back to the debate.
Ready?
Yeah.
Back to debate?
Let's
Okay.
get back to the debate.
But yeah, zone rotor.
Well, we'll,
Keep your eye on those.
for sure.
Let's make this one quick. We touched on it a little bit, but price point, obviously.
Okay,
LSJ,
all right,
you
LSJ
win.
wins. I mean,
We don't even have to
I don't
debate
even have to
that.
debate that. Like,
Well,
okay, you can get your shitbox LSJs with torn up seats and shitty carpets for like $10 now.
Dude, half the LNFs are shit boxes now.
Don't say that to me. This is my
It's, you don't like it if you don't want to.
If
but
it's not
still
here,
true.
it's coming quick. I mean,
They're going downhill hard.
but your one argument back is resale value.
Oh, resale value.
LNFs still kind of hold value a little bit.
LS hold
yeah.
value over LSJs all day.
I don't
Especially,
understand why though.
and we can get into this.
They're older and they're like more beat up, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen some cars come in here like literally there's like cuts in the seat and there's this clunky.
It is surprising the range of condition we get though.
Oh, so bad. So crazy. Like we have one guy that comes in here. He has a silver one. It's immaculate. It looks like it's never been touched. And then we
Yeah.
have another guy that comes in here and looks like his shit's he's been urinating inside of his car.
Well, we have cars come here for like dyno tunes, and then I go do clean up the fuel trims on the street, and I pull off the dyno, and like the brakes barely work, and the steering's loose, and it clunks on every bump. I'm like, I don't even want to drive this.
No, not at all. By the way, guys, please make sure your cars are in working condition before you bring it to
Please
them.
put your mods where they belong.
Yeah, and make sure your cars are clean. Don't have your Taco Bell and your nasty crap in the cars when we're trying to work on your shit.
I mean,
Anyway.
if they want to leave me some leftovers.
Yeah. Like if you pick up
That's
Taco
nasty.
Bell, put it in your car, and drop your car off, we will eat it.
Trevor would eat it.
Me and
We'll
Al will
we'll
eat
share
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we eat it.
I'll
Okay,
have like a bite, and he'll have the rest.
Okay.
I don't
price-
normally like
yeah.
IPAs, but
Pre-
one's all right.
price
Yeah,
point.
price
Al
point.
wins. Al wins. LSJs
Yeah,
win that hand.
that's
I
not
can't
even a
even.
debate.
I can't even
Yep.
debate that.
And speaking of resale, so we can keep going on that. Our last, kind of last one, we can go into stock options. What you can find in the cars from factory that's cool. Still.
Cool is a subjective term. I win this
No,
one
it's
by
not.
proxy.
Nope, not wrong. I can no lift shift and have launch control.
I can
And
no
RPD.
lift shift too because I'm
No,
a
no,
better
no.
driver than you.
Option. Stock options. Stock options.
No lift shift is always an option if you're brave enough.
Yeah, you're brave enough. So, no lift shifting, RPD, the better radio with the USB port in it, because I'm just going on it.
Yep.
Brembos, LNF wheels, better stock engine.
Brembos weren't an option. You can't count that.
They were on the HHR. Gotcha. They were definitely an option on the HHR. Some HHR LNFs did not come with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That brings your average down, though.
No, we're using it for this argument. It brings it up.
If the technology existed and they chose not to put them on some of the cars,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bad choice.
Like, you talking about wide bands. I mean, they have the opportunity to do that now, but they still don't.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying I understand GM's logic.
But all I'm saying is stock factory options, colors, all that.
Yeah,
wins.
we didn't talk about colors, rare colors. I mean, you want to talk about ions and colors.
Okay,
Man, why you got to do that?
Yeah,
That's a short talk.
Yeah, what's crazy is that the Rally Yellow was common in the LSJs, but in the LNFs, it's actually I think that is the rarest color, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rally Yellow is like they made like less than 100 in like most of the years. I think the rarest one is a sedan Rally Yellow one, or a sedan, a coupe 08 yellow LNF. And then after that, it was like Imperial Blue, and after that,
I
Summer
thought
White.
the 09 yellow sedan was the rarest. So that's what Paul had.
Yeah, the 09 yellow sedan is the rarest for the rare of all the LNFs. Yeah. So, but and then no sunroof is also super rare too. But
Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about was who gets sunroofs and who doesn't. That's the move.
Was it though?
No sunroof?
No sunroof is the winner.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's all. I don't know. Okay, maybe
it's extra weight for something you never use.
It's gonna leak. You're not gonna be able to find a part for it.
You're not wrong. However, it's one of those things where I don't know if my dad instilled it into me, but he's like, "Oh yeah, gotta get a sunroof. Gotta get a sunroof." But I don't know. Like some days you open it up, it's like, it feels pretty good. But then but if you don't have it, you feel like you're running like
you can just open your windows and get the same breeze.
Not you can't get the sun on. You don't feel like more open air.
Who wants the sun on them?
You have a front windshield.
I need my vitamin D, dog.
No.
All I'm saying, like when you I don't know, in the non-sunroof.
Not one time in owning my Ion have I looked at the sunroof and thought, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah. No,
ask Tyler how he feels about his sunroof.
Yeah. Tyler's sun. Oh God, Tyler, your sunroof is shitty. Fucking fix it and put your headliner back in. But it's one of those things that like I hate it has a little dome light when it doesn't have a sunroof. I hate it. It's so stupid. Like I hate the way it looks. It looks so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if you had something up there or something to make. I mean, I get why they did it, but it looks dumb to me. And it's just a blank wall of tan above your head. And it looks,
That's sweet.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
who sits there looking at their ceiling?
I feel it around. I mean, mine is suede wrapped and all that, so it looks way better now. But I don't know. I hate it. Like I feel like you just gotta have the sunroof because it's like another option you just gotta have.
Yeah, but you're like a completionist like that. Like you need the list.
I am.
He's form over function.
Like
No. I'm equal. Form equals function.
I don't know.
My whole mentality with mine in my car is Porsches. Look at Porsches. They look cool.
I have never looked twice at a Porsche in my life.
but you have to
Crazy
special order the non-sunroof one, which is what people want in Porsches.
Yeah, but then look, you get like a
They
Porsche
get the freaking
GT3.
carbon roof, boys, and they.
I mean, you do like Porsche GT3. They look cool. I'm talking about form over function, not just sunroofs now.
I'm just talking about
form
sunroofs.
equals function. They look good and they go fast. You look good and you go fast. That's my whole mentality. I'm just saying.
You mean like a third gen with a glide? With some T-tops? And a cowl
For
induction
everyone that
hood?
doesn't know, I think the third gen Camaro is the worst car that's ever made.
That's because you make bad choices.
No, I make good choices.
No, you
I
don't.
own a third gen Camaro. They're so ugly. Oh my God.
I give the Firebird the edge over the Camaro, though.
Oh yeah, fourth gen Trans Am WS6.
WS6
That's the
was the
move.
first car I ever drove.
That's the fucking move right
I was
there.
14.
But going back to stock that's not your thing.
Yeah. LSJ stock options.
LSJ doesn't have any stock options on the inside.
Because it already is the best.
Oh,
mean,
already.
you have-
How can we make this better? That's good.
Oh, let's have these shitty stock seats in here that don't really hold you at all. Like
You have
any
G85.
performance.
Nah, hey, you're going
Which
to
they
go
both have.
No,
right there.
G85 is in the LNFs too. G85 is in LNF.
Okay, but you get better seats. So like technically,
No, that's
you have the freaking ion
see, that's the
screen
thing.
with the
that's
light
only the
thing.
ion.
Hold
Only
on. But,
That's cool.
see, you keep trying to leave Ions out of this conversation.
God, dude.
With Ion, the best seats were stock. Like, it didn't even have to be an option. They're just, we're going to give you the best right off the bat.
Okay, fine. The ions once again. Okay, legitimately, the ions are carrying you, LSJ guys. Like I don't. Jesus Christ. Cobalt wise, Cobalt's stock
I can't
seats.
defend that.
Yeah, Cobalt stock seats are blah. You had to get the
Yeah.
recalls to get the good ones, and then you had that G85 package, and you could get all the color, like option wise and performance and functionality
But see,
wise.
that's why the Cobalts lose, is because you had to option them out to be
Yeah.
happy. The Ion, it was just there.
And if
but
we're
then
talking,
but then you had plastic fucking.
Exactly. Never fear shopping carts.
but if we're talking about rarity, the Ions kind of just have an edge because there's
No,
so much less of them.
There's
The red
less,
lines?
but they're not rare. I wouldn't
Well,
consider
no.
an Ion red line rare.
But if you are a counting production
Like-
numbers person,
Okay, if you're counting production numbers person, I think the sedan yellow LNF still wins, specifically
Yeah.
that car.
Well, yeah.
But I think you
because they don't have colors.
What's
to-
that? There's some really weird Ion colors, Ion red line colors.
Ah, yeah, the dark blue.
Yes, the dark blue.
That is incredibly hard to find.
Yeah,
I
like-
almost tried to buy one that was the Canadian car that came up, but it passed up before I had a chance to really get things figured out.
There's like dark blue, and it isn't like I like because the main colors are
The dark
black,
blue is the rare one.
and then the normal colors are silver, red, and black, right?
Yeah.
And then the dark blue. That's like
And there's a light blue.
oh yeah, that light blue color
Mm-hmm.
too. So out of those, isn't the silver? No, the silver one's not the rarest. Out of
The dark blue is the rarest one.
Well, I'm talking about like out of the three main colors.
Yeah, I think black is the most common,
Yep.
and then red, and then silver.
Yeah. So
And then the light blue, dark blue.
yeah.
interesting.
That
I hate the light blue. I love the dark blue.
I didn't mind the light blue. I didn't mind it. I thought it looked
Well,
pretty
I
good.
mean, hate's a strong word.
Yeah. Like, I thought they looked pretty good. Like, also, like, that's kind of the same because the Cobalt had Arrival Blue in 05 and 06 only. Mm-hmm. Like, I actually liked Arrival Blue. I thought
Well-
Arrival Blue was cool.
I shouldn't. If I was picking the color,
Yeah. The dark blue. I mean, well, your
The
car's
dark
black
blue.
now, yeah, because you,
Yeah.
you prefer the dark color.
and that's what it's always been. That's what it's always going to be.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
I said, well, mine said obviously summer white because I got exactly what I wanted because I don't know why they never offered. Have you, like, some people have photoshopped or wrapped Ions white?
There's two wrap
so good.
ones, I
Amazing.
think.
Looks
I am
so
so
good.
mad that they never offered them in white.
That's why I got a summer white. Like, the second they came out with a white LNF, like, I'm fucking getting a white LNF. That's
There's
it.
a guy, and I'm sorry if you see this. I don't remember your name. There's a guy that painted his white. Looked really good. And then Barrick Mooneyhan was a customer and friend, really good friend of mine down in Indiana. He plasti dipped his white,
Blech.
which I have my own qualms with plasti dip, but
It
the
turned out
car
pretty
looked good.
Yeah,
really
say,
good.
White in all the cars. They all look good. All good. So I was really upset.
White car with dark wheels. Love
I
it.
used to like dark woods, man. I got like I like color again.
Then you lost your taste.
No, I got my taste, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
So I think this is a draw because
Yep.
there's
Yeah.
good and bad points to both of them. Like we're talking about radios, fucking 07 plus everything is
Yeah.
wins radio wise.
But the radios is hard because the earlier you get to 2000, the more likelihood of an early 2000s aftermarket radio tech in it.
Yeah.
We're talking about
uh,
stock options. Talking about stock
Okay,
options.
okay.
As far as radios go, I can't even really debate that one because, like, my car hasn't had a radio in 5 years
I've had the
because I
07.
just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I go on a lot of cruises and I like to remember. We had the race car, super straight up race car, function only, form and function guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
You know,
I'd
so-
rather go full race car and put earbuds in.
Oh God, can't do that in like long drives. Oh no.
Oh yeah, the earbuds are great.
Well,
It
I-
drowns out all the rattles and vibration and all that crap. Dude, okay, here's a good point. Because so one of the things that did plague the Ion interiors, and this may have been a Cobalt thing too, is there was always a rattle.
yeah, right. The Cobalts had
somewhere.
them too. Cobalts had them too.
You never could find it, and it was always one,
Under
and
the
it would
dash.
change. And it usually was somewhere you couldn't get to.
Yep, always on the dash every time.
The happiest I was with my car was when I took all the panels, rear seats out, pulled the headliner out, put solid motor mounts in it. Then everything rattled
And
I just accepted it. because I couldn't fight it anymore, and I was finally at peace. And so I just put my Bluetooth earphones in, and everything was fine.
Have you ever listened to Initial D going through Tail of the Dragon?
I have not.
No.
Do it, it will change your life. Obviously,
Change your
you know,
life.
I'm gonna call myself out. I had a big oopsie with a brake proportioning valve kind of fail on me, and so I
Yeah, that picture pops up all the time on Facebook. You seriously, guys, his prop valve failed.
yeah.
Get over it.
People are
There
gonna
is
call it
no
out for it.
person in the world that could send 100% to the rears and keep their car straight on
Yeah.
the turn.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen like that, but it's fixed. We go back more. But Initial D, like the Eurobeat on the Dragon, is pretty fucking fun.
I can see that.
Pretty fucking
Yeah.
fun. But we'll have to go. You will have to take. I'm gonna make you take your Ion through.
It'll go.
Yeah.
I'm gearing it towards 1/4.5, but I will not do anything that makes it compromised for cornering if I just change the tires.
Which, by the way, guys, just to kind of give, like, you guys should wait. Al's new build is kind of like, I see it every day, and it's gonna be kind of juicy.
I've been so focused on the Sonic lately, though, that it's just kind of set for.
You mean the fastest Sonic in the world? That's way faster than any BNR's cars. Oh, did I just say that? Oh my.
And the other Sonic we have that's wrapped, that's getting stuff, and the new Sonic we might have that nobody knows about.
We have an automatic RS.
Oh,
What?
That's gonna have more than 2 drive wheels.
never heard of her.
What?
Who said what?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
But back to this.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we can say that all in all, Lsj and LNF, for car, like we're gonna use the whole platform. There's no clear winner. In our minds,
As much as I want to grab this one and run, it's really hard. There isn't a clear winner.
Yeah.
I definitely have my reasons why I think the Lsj wins.
Yep.
And admittedly, the Ion's carrying a lot of that.
Yeah. And I'll say that I have a reason for the LNF wins, especially for what our customers are doing. But all in all, guys, we want you guys to keep modding, keep having fun with it. We figured we would tackle this debate, just because, again, Al's our Lsj guy, I'm the LNF guy, and we're going to have some
And the
fun.
one thing you can take from this is, and I think that the people watching this will see, is so much of it falls on personal preference.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, again, you're like, especially with the Ion. The Ion is, that's your thing and that's your jam, and that's why it fits your personal mod style and taste and everything like that. Versus the LNF Cobalt, that's mine right now. That's why I enjoy stuff. So yeah, I will agree 100% with you. It's definitely personal preference. So when people bring up the LNF versus Lsj, they're both good, guys. They're both good. Keep modding your cars. Keep going fast. Go within your budget. Like, even if you watch my 10 ways to have a successful build, you got to go with your budget. If your budget is lower, get an Lsj. If your budget's a little higher, you can get an LNF, so have some fun with it, depending on your overall goals. So
Hop in the comments. Tell us what you drive, why it's the coolest. And then
watch me disagree with you unless it's LNF.
These guys will hop in there, start yelling at you.
Oh yeah.
Maybe find some other comments and start some fights. That'd be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've missed something. I'm sure some customers well, the Lsj in this year came with 1 size millimeter bolts, and this didn't. I'm sure we missed something, but we just.
You know what else I hate? The 04 fuel lines.
What?
Well, they're getting pretty bad now. I mean,
Dude, a lot of people won't even know this, but gosh, this is like a tangent, but it just drives me nuts. So, in 04, the fuel feed line was a 1-piece hard line all the way up from all the way under the car.
It's one piece?
Up the firewall all the way to the rail.
Whoa.
that doesn't seem like a good idea.
So when you go to pull the rail to change injectors, it is just, you can't move anything because it's all one piece.
That sounds bad.
The 5 and 6 had a flex section from the firewall to the rail.
But that flex section probably weighs more.
Probably not.
You got all those connections. That's
it's
wear item.
On, it's rubber and flex. It's fine.
Just like you don't want to own some of the Cobalt guys, so I will admit, sorry, Solstice guys, I hate the way Solstice looks. No, the Solstice coupe is cool. The Solstice coupe is cool because it has a target top.
I'm trying to be on Team LNF for once.
No.
The Solstice interior is the greatest thing that GM ever did.
It's Wish.com Super. Get out of here.
That's exactly why it's awesome.
Okay, all right. So the worst LNFs, the worst ones, 07 and 08, or 07s particularly, Kappa cars, all Solstices, and 08 LNF Cobalts.
You have your right to be wrong.
Listen. If you go down the street, shut up, man. If you go down the street, okay, first off, all the Solstice guys, you break your lips. They break the little lips on the bottom, and then it looks like there's this big hole in the bottom. It looks awful.
I will
Talk
say,
about Cobalt dudes and breaking lips.
Oh my god!
But if you take a Solstice and put what is it? Extreme Concepts.
That Porsche body kit on it?
No, they have an Opel GT replica bumper for the Solstice.
It makes it look a lot better.
It makes it look a lot better.
A lot better.
I do not like the stock Solstice front end.
It's so bubbly and.
But that bumper is so cheap, and they're still available.
Yeah.
But you know what looks better than stock for stock? The Sky.
No, it doesn't.
It does look way better stock.
No, it looks like a melted Hot Wheels car.
No, it doesn't. It's angry.
Sky?
Like the cheap ones you get from McDonald's that are all plastic.
Trevor
and there's no
has
metal.
one. You look at them and they
then
look
you like hit it with a blowtorch.
If you put a stock Sky next to a stock Solstice, the Sky looks more aggressive, more like a sports car. It looks way better. It looks better. You can talk what you want about the interior. I'm talking about exterior. A Sky looks better. The Solstice is bubbly and happy and cheery, and it looks like you're driving a hairdresser car. I'm sorry.
That's what the Sky looks like too.
No, it does not. It's
Yes, it does.
it's a more aggressive hairdresser car. Okay.
You know what ends this? Solstice GXP Coupe.
That's
done.
Yeah.
That's all you have.
I win. Doesn't matter.
Target top. That's the only reason you win that one.
Those look so good.
I don't like them.
If you want
to
to
be
talk,
honest.
Really? I would. Here's my dream. Here's my Kappa dream.
Uh-oh.
You take a Solstice coupe, defile it, according to our guys, according to our Solstice guys. Put a Sky front end on it, and put Sky taillights in it.
No.
Perfect car. Perfect.
No.
Perfect.
I like convertible Solstice with an aftermarket hardtop better than the GXP Coupe, though.
Me too. The hardtops look better than the OEM coupe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Norman's fiberglass one looks
looks really good.
Looks really good on the Sky. Oh my God, it's fastback. Oh.
I mean, the stock, completely bone stock, I don't really like any of the Kappa looks. But if you look at the mod options, I would take a Solstice, the Extreme Dimensions, that's what it is.
Yeah, Extreme
they have an Opal concept bumper. Throw that on the front, put an aftermarket hardtop on it, budget super on the inside.
Oh my God, it triggers me so much. Stop it.
I would
Very
swap
nice.
the budget Supra Wish.com Supra Dash into my car. That's how much I like it.
For all you know, that I'm gonna put up here. This is Trevor Sky right here. No,
It's got that oh shit handle right there for drifting.
It's got all
Trevor's
sorts
car,
of things
Trevor's
for
legitimately
gauges
a
to
drift
go
car
into.
too. So
Yep.
no, it's just oh my God. By the way, I just found out about what's that called? Flocking, a dash.
Sweet.
I think it looks kind of cool.
This is new to me. What's
Dude,
this term?
I got to show
What?
you. Yeah, dude, I didn't know
How
about
do
it.
you guys not know about this?
You may want to do it. Like, it's
Yeah.
basically you, obviously our comment section will do. They basically put this adhesive on the dash. And you can put it anywhere you want. And then you have this powder stuff. And so it ends up looking like this suede-ish, wrinkled black coat, but it always comes out really good. I have to show you, like, when I saw it, this guy that's emailing me now in a Sky, he has one, and it looked really good.
There's
Really?
a Cobalt guy. He just commented on our Facebook. I was talking to him that said he just did it to his car.
It looks like it kind of looks like my suede dash. Obviously, it doesn't look like real suede, but
Really?
it looks real good. Like, especially if you want to get rid of glare, flocking it. I'll show you this after we're done with this. It looks kind of fucking
I've
cool.
never heard of this.
Anyways, are we about done here?
Yeah,
Went on a
We
little
don't
long,
have to be.
but
I'd ramble forever.
yeah, we'll all ramble
we could
forever.
come up with like 8 more categories and
Yeah.
keep going, but I think we're good for now. So,
Okay.
Yep. Let us know in the comments.
We need to do this sooner than another 4 months.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna try to do
Season
these
2 was real short.
soon. So
Season 2 was like one episode that we never actually aired. So
we had like 3 or 4 episodes.
in season 2, what?
Yeah.
What do you count as season 2?
I wasn't in them.
Season 2 is when I started.
Oh, you kind of the whole thing. I
Yeah.
thought, okay, so Drinks with Drake was season 1.
Yep.
Trev Talks to Trev. Okay.
This is Talks with Trev.
Season 3. Okay. I see what he's doing now. Because we still have a one unaired episode from like 5 months ago that me and Trev
Yeah.
did. Like, at first, at this point, we just do it, just air it, just to air it.
Just to,
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well.
People got nothing else to do.
if you made it to the end, thank you guys. That's it. Any
Right.
final words?
LSJ's win?
And
Scoreboard!
we could cut the video right there, and that'd be it.
Wrong.
I got a 20 that says it's where it stops.
Eric is taking bribes on how he edits this video.
All right, Eric, do it right.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
All right,
Fine.
well, all right,
All right,
guys.
see you guys.
Alan.m@zzperformance.com.
Don't tell them that.
Tell them that. And Ryan.d@zzp here. Trevor.p@zzperformance.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.